Okay, so welcome back to another game by Discourse Miniatures. You can see here we have redone the map a little bit, get a bit of a Joker Funhouse theme still, just using the terrain from the Return to Gotham box set. And speaking of Return to Gotham, we will be seeing the Return of the Joker crew, this time using the entirety of the Return to Gotham box set. It'll just be completely standard starter box Joker with Deadshot as the addition, dropping the Eyeball Man and Bud and Lou, rather. Hoping that Deadshot can get a couple of kills and add a little bit of value to the sort of quite wide, quite large crew here from the Joker. And for the GCPD, it will be the exact same list, again, for Batman's crew. That's correct, Glenn?
That's correct.
Okay. And we have already drawn our deployment, so it will be Chance Encounter. And this is essentially the same as Showdown, so just the exact same as the first episode, except this time we will have to split our deployment into two. And I have chosen this side of the map. I'm hoping that this structure here will provide a nice nest for Deadshot. That means GCPD will be deployed on the opposite end. Okay, so just a quick note to go into before we actually go into round one, phase one. The GCPD, they're taking Commissioner Gordon as the boss of this crew, so he will be the one providing Inspire range. However, technically speaking, that actually should be Batman. As you can see, Batman has the leader rank. Gordon has the leader rank. The reason why we're actually able to take Commissioner Gordon here in this crew at all with Batman is because of the Affinity Batman rule. And that allows Gordon to come into this as a free agent for the purposes of the actual list building. However, we both agree, myself and Glenn, that Commissioner Gordon works better as a boss. It makes more sense for him to be the boss of this crew, specifically full of GCPD. So I'm happy for him to take Gordon as the boss. It's just that technically speaking, that's not quite in the rules as written. Okay, so just before we go into round one, we're going to need to roll initiative. So we're going to roll now. I got a 5. GCPD got a 1. So that means that I will be deploying first. Because of how Chance Encounter works, I need to deploy half of my crew in the front. So this is going to be an 8-inch deployment. So, obviously, my first thought is I want to get Deadshot up on this roof. So he's going to deploy about here, right there, providing a bit of cover and fire. I also want Joker to be front and center as much as possible. But I don't want to be within line of sight, within range of the lamppost. I also want Harley to be as far up as humanly possible. She likes to go deep. And then finally, so I have 9 altogether. I have to deploy 2 more guys. Let's get Thug 2 up to here to get into Inspire range. And then Thug 3, let's get him up beside the Joker as well. There we go. So that will be my deployment. All right, Glenn, you're up.
So, I am going to deploy Batman.
Okay, nice in front.
Going to deploy Gordon.
Nice and hidden.
And I'm going to deploy GCPD Cop 2.
Okay, that's excellent. I'm going to deploy the second half of my crew now. They're all just going to be behind Joker. There you go. Just because they're going to need to run as far as possible in order to just want to make sure that they're all within Inspire range. Yep, there we go. Let's put him slightly like this. Slightly back. There we go. Excellent. And so just the last half of your crew.
I am going to deploy these 2 here.
Okay, that's excellent. And then obviously you have undercover.
I have undercover.
Or is it it's hidden? Hidden rather,
Hidden,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got hidden. Okay, so I have deployed everything. So if you want to deploy GCPD, yeah.
GCPD detective, sure. So they can deploy anywhere in the map as long as it's out of sight.
Yes.
Of your guys. So I'll go here, and it's a hard place to actually find an out of sight location.
Yep. Joker's Carnival, pretty open.
Yeah, this will be a difficult one. I think they actually have to both deploy relatively close, which is unfortunate. Okay.
That's great. So we'll get into phase 2 now, assigning audacities. Okay, so I've got assigned audacities. It's not quite as easy for me this time. I'm going to have to give an audacity to both Harley and Deadshot, which is unfortunate, kind of the price you pay for bringing in more than one free agent or psychic. Okay, and how about you then, Glenn?
I am going to deploy, I'm going to give to Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Going to give to Batman.
Yep.
I'm going to give to Bullock and to GCPD.
Okay, awesome. So we'll get into phase 3 now of round 1.
As I've used World's Greatest Detective.
Okay, so who are you choosing then for this
I
first?
am going to choose the fellow with the knife.
Okay, that's no problem at all. We'll take a willpower check. So you're going to choose the Axeman actually rather than
yes,
Thug one?
I forgot the knife man has a higher willpower.
Okay, no problem
the
at
rest
all.
of the crew.
Sure, no problem. Okay, so Thug 4 has willpower of 4, so I'm rolling 2 dice and dropping the highest, trying to get under 4. Excellent, and I do actually. It's because I can drop the 4, I can take the 2 and the 3, and that is 4. So, or that's 3 rather, and that's under 4, which is my target. Okay, so because Thug 4 has passed his willpower check, I don't actually need to activate him first. My first activation is indeed going to be Deadshot. We're going to begin sniping cops, because you can see here that the GCPD officer of animal control can be seen pretty clearly. Now we'll just measure that, make sure it's not out of, or make sure that it's outside of medium range as it looks, and then we'll get back with our dice pool. Okay, so it's outside of medium range. Deadshot is firing his modified assault rifle, which is a medium range rifle, 16 inches. It's outside of 16 inches. Deadshot does have night vision though, so he ignores the night rule. So it means we're rolling 3 dice, so rate of fire 3 weapon, no strength die. We're trying to hit 3s. He has activated rapid fire, which gives him +1, and he has expert marksman, which is just a straight standard passive, which gives him +1 as well. So those are actually all 5s. Hitting 3s anyway, so that means it's 3 shots are successful. And the damage of Deadshot's weapon is 2 bloods and a stun, equivalent to a Tommy gun. So that's 2, 4, 6 blood and 3 stun. Is that a dead cop? That is a dead cop. Deadshot is indeed a cop killer. Okay, so the cop has been removed from the board. She is dead. Deadshot is now going to actually take a movement just to get slightly closer, get a better perspective on the field of battle, and I believe that's your activation. Okay.
So I am going to activate Harvey Bullock. I am going to move Bullock. He has an 8-inch move, 8-inch marker. Yeah. So before Bullock is going to move, he's going to use his free activation from Gordon to drop a suspect marker.
Yeah, Bullock has a radio, so he's always in inspire range.
He's going to drop it here.
Okay.
He's going to put an order on the GCP detective.
He has sergeant training, or no? That's
he has order.
That's
He's
yeah.
the standard Bullock.
Sure.
So the detective will then place his suspect marker here.
Okay. Sure.
Bullock will then move to a distance where he is relatively far from everyone, and just using that to measure the maximum distance he can place a suspect marker. He'll move to here and place a snitch marker here.
Okay.
Which I believe that's 3.
Yeah.
They're about 3 inches away.
4 inches is the distance it has to be.
So yeah.
Okay, that's no problem at all. So pretty big turn from Bullock. Relative safety now from Deadshot, having already fired. Oh, okay, so we'll just go into my activation. Okay, so I'm going to activate Thug 1, Twist. He's going to make a movement up into base contact with this sewer marker here. He is going to take on Audacity as well. So he's taking on Audacity. He's going to therefore use his Inspire to travel from this sewer to here. And then he's going to take his actual action to place a suspect marker. Like so. Like that. Which will activate Let Them In on the Joke. So that is just to play a card within 4 inches of an enemy. And whenever that scores, then we must discard a random card. Sure, so let me pick a card. Let's grab this one here. This is They Won't See Me Coming. Has been discarded. So that goes to the bottom of your pile if you want to choose one of mine at random here. Okay, so long it's been a gas. Very sad. Okay, that scores me 2 points. It's your activation. Okay, and then you're just going to pass then for this activation?
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
Okay, no problem at all. I'll activate another model. Okay, and I'm just going to activate Thug 2. He's going to run like so. He's just going to ignore the light. He's going to run up to here, hiding behind that board. Hopefully it gives him a nice bit of cover. And he's going to place down a suspect marker. And this is going to be some Joker teeth. Actually, I'll have to place it here, I believe. Okay. We're going to play Bite the Dust. Okay, that's going to be active now. Okay, cool. And I'll just roll now for that to see how long it lasts. Okay, so it's going to last for 3 turns. Okay, so who are you going to be activating then?
I'm going to activate the GCP Detective.
Okay, there he is hidden away.
And he is going to move out. That's 5. He's got 10 movement. He can move to a bit of a distance. I know that this thing has a 2.5 inch blast marker.
Yep.
So I'm putting him outside it, and I'm going to use his manipulate to detonate the Joker teeth, scoring following the clues, which is to reveal an enemy suspect marker at least 10 inches away from the board edges with a model with the detective trait.
Okay, that's no problem at all. So that will be revealed. It will explode the Joker teeth. So rightly, the detective is outside of that. Thug 2 is inside it, however. So he will automatically take a blood damage. That's okay. So he takes a blood. And I do score. Let Them Bite the Dust. Okay, so because he's taken a blood, I will score Bite the Dust. Okay, so I'm going to activate Harley Quinn. She does have an Audacity marker, and she has a very, very fast 15-inch move. She's going to sprint right up to here to get into melee with the snitch marker, and she's going to hit Bullock.
Oh no. Bullock.
Okay, so Harley is going to use her Distract ability on Bullock, reducing his defense to 2. She deals 2 stun damage, and she gets to roll 2 strength die, and these strength die both have a +1 to it. Are you going to effort defense on Bullock then?
I'm going to full effort.
Okay, I'm going to effort once with Harley Quinn, so that means that I'm actually rolling, her attack is 4 normally. That's been reduced by 3 down to 1. I've efforted once, so I'm getting to roll 2 normal die and 2 strength die. And I'm looking for 2 pluses on the normal die, which I get, so that's 2 hits. And then I'm looking for 5 plus on the strength die, but she does get +1 to her hits, so this is actually to her strength hits, so this is actually a 5. So the 2 strength go through. That's 4 stun, and then these 2 go through as well. So if you want to roll your defense then, so you're looking for 4 ups. Yeah, and you get it. So you block 4 stun damage, as her mallet does 2 stun with every hit. So these 2 have been knocked off, which means you're going to take 4 stun on top of the 3 stun you took for efforting. So,
which knocks Bullock unconscious.
So Bullock is knocked unconscious. Because there were 4 hits, I believe he's also pushed 4 inches.
I think only 2 go free.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. So he's only pushed back 2 inches. Okay, so right now Harley is denying the snitch score, though Batman is looking to eye her up, I think. Okay, so who are you activating now then, Glenn?
I am going to have Batman attack Harley Quinn.
Okay, so he's just going to move into melee then and attack. Okay, so Batman is an attack 5 model. Harley Quinn is a defense 4, so he'll be rolling 5 dice against her 4 defense dice. I will not be efforting any defense, so I'm going to be sticking with the 4. Are you going to be efforting attack?
I'm going to full effort 3.
Okay.
3 extra dice.
Sure, so that's going to be 8 dice plus a strength die. Okay, so if you want to roll then, you're looking for 4 ups on the normal die and a 3 up on the strength. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Okay, and the strength die actually fails. So 4 hits I have to defend here. That's not too bad. Okay, so not the worst roll in the world. Let's see if I can beat. Okay, so I get a 6. That beats his 5. I get a 5. So these 2 go through, which is 4 stun overall. And Harley is actually still alive with 1 willpower remaining. Good thing I didn't effort there. Okay then, so for my activation, I'm going to go with Thug 3. He's simply going to move into melee with the sewer marker. He's going to take his Inspire action from the Joker to come over to here. Then, because he's taking an Audacity marker, he is going to reveal his own suspect marker with let them do their thing. So what that means is then I've got to pick a direction and roll 2d6 and see how far an explosion template travels. I'm going to choose in this direction, so towards these 2 cops and Gordon. I'm going to roll 2d6 and see how far it travels. Okay, so let's see how far it goes. It goes 7 inches. That's not great, I think. Okay, so that's 7 inches there. It just hits Merkel. Gordon is safe, and so is the security guard. Okay, so Merkel takes 2 stun damage, and I do score. Let them do their thing. Okay, so who are you going to activate then?
Okay, I'm going to go with Commissioner Gordon.
Okay.
I'm going to, first off, shoot Harley Quinn.
Okay.
With Gordon's automatic gun.
Sure.
I rolled badly, so I'm not going to try and be fancy. I'm going to roll the full dice pool.
Okay, so what is the dice pool there then?
Okay, the dice pool is the strength die hitting on 2+, and additional dice hitting on 4+.
Okay, so she's got a defense of 4. Yep. So
she has acrobat, but one stun will put her down.
Yep.
Which is my hope. And Gordon is going to shoot her. And that is 1 hit with the strength die.
The blood stun, so she's knocked out. Okay, so that's very sad. Harley is knocked out. What are you going to do now then?
Okay, now I am going to call down a heliport shot on Deadshot.
Okay.
Lighting him up.
That's fair.
Deadshot is 3 defense and can't dodge bullets.
Yep.
So it's a single white die and a strength die. Strength die needs a 2+, white die needs a 3+.
Okay, sure. Well, let's see how that goes. Okay, so if you want to roll that then.
2 blood on Deadshot.
2 blood. Okay, so Deadshot has taken the blood damage.
Deadshot has 7 endurance.
Yeah, so he's still got a bit more health left.
Harley is unconscious. Gordon will also move to here. And as a free action, will arrest Harley.
Okay, no problem at all.
Will score him, get them off the streets.
Okay, sure, no problem at all. Okay, so Thug 4 is just simply going to move like so. up towards his ally and put down a suspect marker. So that's your activation then. What are you going to do?
My activation, I am going to activate Merkel.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to shoot this guy with a chainsaw.
Okay.
I think he might have cover.
Sure, let's just check line of sight. Okay, so Merkel can just about see the edge of the base there of Thug 3. So what's he going to do then?
He's going to shoot him with a riot gun.
Sure, no problem at all. We'll get to rolling then. Okay, so his rate of fire is 2. He's lost the strength die because Thug 3 has cover. He's trying to get 2+ on his normal strength die though. Thug 2 only has 2 cover, so if you want to give me a roll then. That is 2 hits, and that is how much damage?
2 per hit, so it's a knockout.
So 4 stun. Okay, so Thug 3 is knocked out then. What's Merkel going to do now?
That's it. Merkel can't do anything. He
Sure.
doesn't have an audacity.
No problem at all. Okay, so I'm going to activate Thug 5. I had a little bit of a crisis of conscience moment here. I can either move through the sewers here and begin opening fire on my opponents, or I can begin putting down suspect markers to try and actually score objectives. I think in this instance it might be better off trying to kill Merkel. He's a bit of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to move this guy like so. He's going to take an audacity. He's going to use his free manipulate to go through the sewers, which therefore teleports him to here, like so. And then he's going to open fire on Merkel. He's going to take his special.
Cover there, I'd say.
Yes. So yeah, he's going to take his special. It means he fires twice. So we'll get into that roll now. Okay, so when reviewing the dice pools, I will be rolling 1 dice for each attack with the movement negatives and with the cover. So instead, I'm actually just going to place a suspect marker. Okay, Glenn, so who are you going to activate?
I'm going to activate my last cop.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to move to this spot here.
Okay.
Remove the suspect marker.
Sure.
Scoring the disturbance
Sure,
card.
no problem.
As I now have more suspect markers than you. And because he's within range of Gordon, he's going to arrest
Oh no.
this guy for free.
Oh, what a disaster. Okay, that's no problem at all. Okay, so this was a bit of a disaster for the Joker. I kind of did worst of both worlds. I should not have moved through the sewers. Bit of a misplay on my part because now I can't actually move and score with the Joker. So, bit of a fumble in the first round, but that's no problem at all. We'll hopefully kill enough cops to make up for that. So I'm going to activate now Thug 6. Okay, so he's going to move like so, just past Joker and just out of range of the lamppost. Okay, so who are you going to activate now yourself?
I'm done.
Oh, you're done? Okay, then in that case...
I have 3 path markers.
Sure. So there's nowhere really that the Joker can go that doesn't put him in range of a light source. So the Joker is just going to stay still and shoot at Batman with his gun. Okay, so because Batman is beside a light source within 4 inches of a lamppost, I can see him in the night, and he does he does knock off the strength die though, and also I'm firing outside of my normal range, so I only get to roll 1 die. So let's hope that it gets a 5+. 3. Very sad. Okay, so Joker's attack whiffed, but that's no problem at all. We'll hopefully bring it back in the next round. So we're just going to go into phase 4 of round 1. So pretty rough round. Lost Harley Quinn, lost Thug 3. I'm not able to score any additional cards. Stick to the plan can't be scored in phase 4. I have nothing at the end of phase 3. How about the GCPD?
I score snitch.
Yep, you score snitch. Okay.
And I have 3 path markers, which puts me further up the initiative.
Yep, that will put you for a +3 on initiative on round 2. Okay, so unfortunately I made a mistake there in phase 3 of round 1. Thug 3, I could have scored my You're Expendable card, but sadly I did not. Okay, and we're also going to roll now for Bullock to see if he's able to come out of a KO. So if you want to give me a roll.
So he has 6, so it's good odds. Bullock recovers.
He recovers. All right, we're going to round 2. Okay, so we're just going to roll for initiative for round 2. And GCPD have a +2. I got a 6. So
+3.
So we both counted rolling a 6. So that'll be re-rolling then. Maximum's a 6.
Don't I win because I
Maximum is a 6.
Sure.
So we're going to re-roll. I got a 1. So I've lost. Okay, so GCPD are going first. Okay, and before we choose our Audacity markers, I'm just going to play Let's Dance, which is a friendly model of the leader, psychic, or free agent suffers damage from an enemy action. Okay, so who are you going to choose then for your Audacity?
For Batman, I'm going to go for Gordon. I'm going to go for the GCPD detective, and I'm going to go for the security guard.
Okay, I've just chosen a Deadshot. Everyone else has Chaos Agent and Trickster, so we'll be able to choose that as it goes. So who are you going to activate first?
Well, first, before that even happens, I'm going to use World's Greatest Detective.
Certainly.
And target the guy with a shotgun.
Okay, no problem at all. Okay, so I'm rolling 3 dice here. I'm taking 1 away, and I'm trying to get underneath 4. Oof, pretty bad. So I've rolled a 10 then, and that means he's failed. So Thug 2 will be the first one to go on my side. Okay, and so who are you going to activate then?
First, I'm going to activate Jim Gordon.
Okay, what's he going to do?
Well, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to shoot Deadshot again with light him up with a heliport, get him shot from a helicopter.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll see that roll now. So same roll again. Go ahead.
2 up on the blue, 3 on the white.
Oh, so well, 1 goes through then,
One goes
so
through.
he suffers 2 blood damage. And that will score Let's Dance. Okay, so Deadshot has taken 4 blood damage overall then from those 2 different shots between round 1 and round 2. He has 7 endurance overall, so still a fair amount of blood left. And what's Jim Gordon going to do then with the rest of his activation?
Jim Gordon is going to round the corner and move to about here.
Okay.
And that gives him a clear shot on Deadshot, I believe.
Deadshot will get cover from this shot because part of his base is hidden by the structure.
Oh, so that's how that works.
Yes, indeed it is. So.
Okay, so that was moving. That's -3. I could have moved. No, that is actually a bad move. Instead, I'll just drop a suspect marker.
Sure, no problem at all.
Yeah, so I'm moving him there, and I'm just going to drop a suspect marker.
Right, yeah, because the shooting Deadshot will result in a pretty poor shot. Okay, so in that case then, I'm going to activate, let's see.
Guy with a shotgun, because you don't have a choice.
Yes, of course, I forgot. World's Greatest Detective. I'll activate him now then. Okay, so Thug 2 is going to activate. He's going to move like so, just up and around like this. And then he will fire his gun. He's going to take... Do I want to take an Audacity for this? Yeah, I think I do. Is he able to get Bullock there? Is he able to get Bullock with his...
Looks like he probably can.
Okay, so he can get Bullock there, so I think that's worth a shot on Batman and Bullock, and we'll come back with the rolls. Okay, so this shotgun is rate of fire 1. Because of how template weapons work, they always get to roll 1 die. So he doesn't get to roll a strength die because he moved, so it's just a normal die. The red will be rolled against Batman, the white against Bullock, so I'm looking for a 5+ on the red and a 3+ on the white die. Okay, so I got the 3+ on Bullock, but I did not hit with Batman's die, so that is a blood stun on Bullock. Does that knock him out?
That knocks him out.
Okay, excellent. And Thug 2 then has gone. I think that's probably worth it to stop Bullock from activating. Okay, so who are you going to activate now then?
I'm going to activate the GCPD cop.
Okay.
He is within, I believe, 3 of a suspect marker. No, he's just out of range. So he does have an order and an Audacity. So I think he will shoot this guy.
Okay, sure, no problem at all. Let's get into the dice roll. Okay, so Detective here is trying to hit
2+ on the blue.
Yep, 2+ on the blue, 4+ on the whites. Go ahead. Wow, pretty poor roll. He does hit with the strength die though.
Yeah.
It's a blood stun. Okay, so that's a blood stun on the axe-wielding maniac. I have to guess that that's probably not what you wanted.
No.
You probably wanted a bit more than that. Yeah. But okay, so what's the detective going to do now then?
He is going to move to here and remove the suspect marker.
Sure, no problem.
If more than 6 inches from another cop, so it scores Bullock's card.
Okay, so it scores Bullock's card. That's no problem at all. And I have to have a quick think about whether or not I'm going to score your expendable on that. Or a resource. I will not. Okay, so my original plan was to activate Deadshot and shoot Bullock, but because I was forced to activate the shotgun thug, I'm going to activate Deadshot and shoot Gordon, who has helpfully come out to play. Okay, so Deadshot will be firing at Gordon. Gordon is a 3 defense model. He also has a bulletproof vest, which means that we deduct a 1 die automatically. Because it's a firearm, that's always the strength die. But I do get +2 to my shots because I did take an audacity with Deadshot. So I'm rolling 3 dice and I'm trying to get 2+. Pretty poor shot actually, all in all, but I do get 2 blood and 1 stun for each hit, so that is 2 hit, which is 4 blood, 2 stun.
And Gotham City still has 1 good cop.
So you've scored 1 good cop. Yep,
Yes.
no problem at all.
Because
Okay, so Deadshot did okay. Was hoping for a kill, but sad. Did not get it. And who's the GCPD going to activate now then?
I think at this point it will be Batman.
Okay, so what's Batman going to do then? Do you want to have a minute to think about it?
Batman is going to swoop in and beat the tar out of the fella.
Classic Batman.
Which of these two has the better
Defense?
defense? Yeah.
I think they both have 3. Yep, they both have 3 defense. Thug 1, the one with the knife, has willpower 5, and Thug 5, the one with the guns, has willpower 4.
Okay. Batman is going to do something that is rarely seen.
So what's Batman going to do then?
Batman is going to fly over here with his bat grapnel. He's definitely in range.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in contact with these 2.
He has to be in base contact with one of them. I actually don't think he can get into base contact with 2. With his,
You can stand on a sewer, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so he's in base contact with the 2 of them.
Sure, no problem.
And he is going to proceed to
Beat them up.
beat some tar. So Batman is going to full effort. They can't spend effort on defense because they couldn't see Batman.
Oh, okay.
At the start of their
sure.
turn.
No problem at all. Well, let's go into the dice rolls then. Okay, so because Batman has stealth, I'm not able to effort any defenses. And Batman, are you efforting 3 times?
Yes, I am. That
Okay.
gives 8 base dice and then a strength die.
Okay, so you're aiming attacks at both models. So what's the first dice pool then?
So the first dice pool will be 4 dice.
Okay.
And the strength die.
And this is-
targeting the thug with the 2 guns.
Okay, so you're looking for 3 pluses, apart from the strength die.
All 3 pluses.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, that's a lot of 3 pluses. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Okay, and then if you...
And a critical.
And a critical. Okay, no problem at all. So I'll roll my defense first of all. Okay, so I'm going to roll my defense total, which is 3, and I'm trying to beat Batman's attack, which is 5. So 5 ups on these 3 dice. And I do not defend against any of them, so they all hit. Okay, so my gun thug takes 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 stun damage. He is knocked out. Okay, so my gun thug is knocked out, and now for my knife thug twist. You've got 4 more dice left in your pool. You're going to be rolling that, looking for 3 pluses. Oh, wow. Pretty terrible roll. Twist lives. Okay, so as it stands then, Twist hasn't taken any damage, but Batman is on 5 stun damage. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to activate Thug 4. Thug 4 is then 8 of Joker, so he's going to place a suspect marker down. This suspect marker will be indeed a Joker Teeth, and we'll roll now to see how long it lasts for. Okay. It will last for 2 rounds, not very long. Okay, so I'm playing Bite the Dust. And that means I draw a new card, which is So Long It's Been a Gap. Okay, so the Joker Teeth are now down, and Thug 4, he's going to take an Audacity marker, which means he's going to run forward, like so, and attack GCPD Detective with his axe. Okay, so I have an attack of 3, which means that I have 3 normal dice and 1 1 strength dice to roll. The axe does 2 blood damage. Are you going to effort any defense?
I'm going to full effort. I'm going to spend 3.
Okay, so I've already taken a stun damage, so I'm going to effort twice, which would give me +2, but because you have efforted 3 times, it minuses 3 off my overall dice pool, which means I'm only rolling 2 normal dice and a strength die. So I'm looking for 3 ups here, apart from on my strength die, which is a 5 up. Okay, so I get a hit with my normal attack, get a hit with my normal attack. I fail with my strength die, but it has handy and heavy. So handy allows it to reroll if it fails. And heavy gives it +1, which unfortunately is not a 5-up. So that is 2 blood getting through. You just need to roll your defense then.
Okay, 3 pluses.
Yep. And all blocked, so no damage done at all. Very sad. Okay, so a whole lot of nothing here. And who are you going to activate next then?
I am going to activate with Merkel, I believe.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't. Merkel's a bad choice. What are the rules for outnumbering somebody?
We'll just double check those now. So outnumbering is a -1 to the defense of the target.
Okay. We'll see how good's this guy for fighting. Is he even worth?
Okay, we'll just double check that now and come back.
Okay. I am just going to go with GCPD Cop 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to move here.
Mm-hmm.
And arrest the
gun
thug.
Sure, no problem at all.
Which allows me to score, get them off the streets.
Okay, so because Thug 4 has been arrested, I get to score the "You're expendable." I don't think I'm going to be able to get another opportunity to use it as a resource, so I'll score that now. And I have pulled Harley Quinn's 3-point card, which is going to be tough to score, I think. Okay, and then what else are you going to do?
Okay, I am going to move through the sewers.
Sure. Take your inspire action to do so, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
And I am going to place a suspect marker near here.
Sure.
I am then going to activate secure the perimeter.
Okay.
For a resource point to shoot Deadshot.
Okay.
For a 2 dice pool, rate of fire 1 firearm.
Sure, we'll go into that roll now. Okay, so that's a free shot on Deadshot using the revealing these suspect. Yep, okay, that's 2 hits then.
Yep, and a critical.
Okay, so that's him knocked down, and he's been dealt 2 blood.
2 blood, 2 stun.
Okay, no problem at all. Let's have a look at his health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Deadshot is not looking healthy at all now. Then we'll roll to see how far the Joker Teeth move. They move 6 inches. Okay, so the Joker Teeth will move to about here. Oops. There we go, and they go down to 1. So it's my activation then. Okay, so I'm gonna take an Audacity on Joker. He's going to move up to here to get closer towards the action. So he moves up to here, and then he's going to play a suspect marker. He's going to place it down like so, nice and aggressively there. And then he's going to do a kill them on Thug 6 with the baseball bat. So Thug 6 with the baseball bat will get 2 damage markers. Okay, so now we're going to roll for the Joker Teeth, see how far it moves. 5 inches. Okay. So
right on top of Joker.
Yep, so right on top of Joker, which means that it hits Joker by himself. So he'll take 1 blood, and I will score by the dust.
Okay, my last activation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to activate Merkel and run him to beside this lamppost.
Okay.
And he has a riot gun. He's going to shoot the guy with the axe. I don't think there's any cover there.
No, there isn't.
And he did move, so it's -2, but he's...
Yeah, he's in within.
Blah, 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 everything.
Sure, we'll look into the dice pool now. Okay, so that's down to just 1 normal dice. Looking for a 3-up, so let's see if he gets it. Oh, terrible. Very sad. Yeah, it does. Okay, and I'm going to activate Thug 6 then. We've already pre-measured this, so he can run up to here. He's still within 4 inches of the Joker, so he can still provide the bodyguard. And he's going to take his Inspire action to remove this suspect marker. That will score so long it's been a gas. So I have to choose a friendly model to place another one of my own suspect markers in contact with. Okay, so because I scored so long it's been a gas, I have to choose a friendly model to take another suspect marker in contact with them, and it will be Deadshot because I don't foresee him putting down a suspect marker anytime soon. Okay, and then I'm just going to activate Twist and he's going to put down a suspect marker, and he's going to play a fish marker, like so. And I'm going to score, it doesn't look fresh. So that's another 2-pointer. And I have drawn Die Hard. Okay, so the end of phase 3 of round 2, I will score It Doesn't Look Fresh, thanks to Twist and a lucky pull from the objective deck. I don't have any other cards to score in phase 3. How about the GCPD?
No.
Okay, so we're into phase 4 then. I'm just going to check to see whether or not I can score Stick to the Plan. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the GCPD have 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. So I get to score Stick to the Plan. So that's another 2-pointer. Have more suspect markers than your opponent in play. And I've pulled Bite the Dust. During phase 4, I will mulligan Jokerometer, Harley Quinn's card, and I'll draw a new one. It doesn't look fresh. Okay, so we're going to roll for Bullock, see if he gets back up. It's 5.
It succeeds.
It succeeds. Okay, so we're going to roll initiative then for round 3, phase 1. So I get a +1 to this, and GCPD get a +3. So that is GCPD going first. Okay, so I'm going to play Die Hard. So I have to choose a model that I think will not be made a casualty or knocked out this round. And as you can see, it's not a great decision. Thug 4 is almost dead. Deadshot is almost dead. I don't want my bodyguard to have it, and I can't choose Joker. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to choose Twist will be my option. I think I know he's in melee contact with Batman, but I'm hoping that basically that Batman will have better things to do. So I'm going to choose Twist. Okay, and I've pulled So Long It's Been a Gas. Okay, so who are you going to pick for your Audacity then?
I'm going to go same as the last time. GCPD, Cop 1, Batman, Gordon, and the detective.
Okay, I'm going to go with Deadshot. Everyone else will just sit on our Audacity markers and we'll pick them as needed. Okay, and do you have any cards to play in phase 2?
No, but I am going to activate one with Greatest Detective and declare the one with the shotgun.
Thug 2 has to go first. Okay, so let's make a willpower roll. Okay, so willpower 4 for Thug 2. So I get to remove 1 dice. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. So he's going to be my first activation.
Brilliant.
Okay, so who are you going to activate first then?
I'm going to activate Commissioner Gordon.
Okay.
Commissioner Gordon is going to spotlight Deadshot with somewhere over here.
Sure.
2 dice.
Okay, 1 second then, we'll go into the roll. Okay, so it's 2 dice. Yep.
Same again.
Sure.
2+ on blue, 3+ on white.
Ugh.
And Deadshot is super shot.
Deadshot is dead. Shot by, well, a helicopter. Okay, and is there anything else then that Gordon's going to do?
Oh yes. Gordon is going to shoot the Joker.
Okay, no problem at all.
The Joker is in the open.
Yep.
Or rather, you know what? I won't try to do anything tricksy. I think I'm going to shoot the Joker's bodyguard instead.
Okay, sure, no problem at all. Okay, so you've got a rate of fire of 3. So you've got that in your strength die. There's no cover. There's no darkness protecting him. Gordon hasn't moved. So it's just a straight roll, 3 dice and a strength die. You're trying to be 3 ups on your normal dice and 2 up on your strength.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty
is
poor.
not good.
So that is how much blood and stun per hit?
That is going to activate non-lethal ammo. And it's going to be 4.
Okay, so it's 4 stun. No problem
Yes.
at all. That is... Thug 6 is still alive. Still awake. Alright, and is Gordon going to move then?
Gordon will not move.
Okay, so he's going to stay there. Well, I have to activate Thug 2 for my activation. And let me just check. What's Gordon's health at the minute then? So he's got 4 out of what?
4 out of 6.
4 out of 6, so I can't knock him out. So instead, what I think I'm going to do is I'm simply going to place a suspect marker. Okay, so in theory, I could shoot Bullock again, keep him down, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I need to start getting some points on the board. So I'm going to put down my my teeth with Bite the Dust. So I'm going to play that. That's not going to be an activation. Okay, so I'm going to roll here. Let's see. And it's going to last for 1 turn. Okay, and so because Thug 2 is actually in Inspire range, I can actually shoot as well as place a suspect marker. So I'm going to shoot like so that it hits Bullock and Merkel. Okay, so both the strength die as Thug 2 hasn't moved. So the blue will be going on Bullock and the red will be going on Sergeant Merkel. We're trying to get 2+ on both. And 2+ on both, so it's a blood stun for each. And that means then that Bullock is knocked out again. I don't think he's really gotten up. He keeps getting up and put back down again. Okay, and that's the GCPD activation then.
Okay, then I will activate this fella.
Okay, so the detective.
And the detective has an audacity.
Yes, indeed.
He is going to shoot.
Sure, no problem at all. Is he shooting Thug 4, the man with an axe?
The man right in front of him.
Yep, the man with an axe. Okay, so the pistol is light, so there's no penalty for shooting in melee. Thug 4 has a defense of 3, so you're looking for 3 pluses on your normal dice and a 2+ on your strength.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, poor again. So, blood
Just
stun.
enough.
Blood
Puts him
stun.
down.
That puts him down, yeah. Okay, so GCPD cop had an audacity, so Thug 4 is stunned, knocked out, and will be arrested.
Allows me to score, keep them off the streets.
Excellent. Okay.
Disturbance.
And disturbance has been drawn. Okay, and then you're going to move?
Yeah, I'm going to move him to beside the sewer.
Sure.
And then I'm going to put another suspect marker down
Are you able to do that?
here. He has a radio.
Ah, certainly. Yep, so he's always in spy range. No problem at all. Okay, and then the Joker teeth are going to move towards him. They move 4 inches. Okay, so it moves 4 inches, so down to here, which means it actually doesn't score. That's very sad. Okay, so I'm going to activate Joker. Joker does have an audacity then, and I'm going to fire on Gordon with his gun. So Joker's gun is pretty scary. It's got a rate of fire of 2, and it deals 3 blood with every hit. Gordon does have a bulletproof vest, so that means that I lose the strength die, but I'm still trying to hit 3 ups on these 2 dice, and I get 6 blood damage overall, so Gordon is killed.
Yep.
Then killing Gordon allows me to score the $1 million shot.
Which is what?
Make an enemy model of the leader, sidekick, or free agent, rank KO, or move it as a casualty with a ranged attack.
Oh.
Okay, and I've pulled Showtime. Okay, and then Joker is going to move within 4 inches of Twist. Hopefully I can keep within 4 inches of my bodyguard as well. Okay, so unfortunately, Naaman, or no, not Naaman, Thug 6. He is too much stun to actually bodyguard for Joker, so I just moved Joker all the way up. He's moved in to melee, or in 4 inches of Twist, and we'll give a kill then to Twist, giving him +2 damage mark. Okay, so GCPD, what is it you're going to do then?
I am going to move Detective Merkel here.
Okay, so you're running into melee with the Joker?
Correct.
Christmas with the Joker. Alright, okay. And he has no audacity, so that will be him then.
He has no audacity, no. Man's the new boss.
Okay, and Batman is, of course, the new boss, now that Gordon is dead. Okay, so I'm going to activate Thug 6. He's going to just simply move. He's going to move into contact with the enemy suspect marker. And he's going to take his Inspire to reveal that. Which scores me so long it's been a gas. Okay, which means that when it gets scored, I then have to place a suspect marker in contact with one of my other models. So I will place one down here in contact with the Joker. Like so. And Joker gets... Oh no, actually, I think I will place it in contact with Thug too. Because the model that it gets placed in contact with gains Innervating 2. Which is... I don't want that on Joker, basically.
No.
Okay, and that's everything that I can do with that activation.
Yeah.
So, up for GCPD then.
My turn. Okay, I'm going to activate Batman.
Oh.
Batman is going to move and attack the Joker.
Oh no.
Sadly, the Joker does not have anything that keeps him. The Joker can be seen by Batman, basically.
Okay, sure.
And this means that Batman can punch the Joker.
Sure.
He outnumbers him with Miracle.
Sure. Okay, so Batman has an attack of 5, and Joker has a defensive 3, or sorry, a defensive 4 normally, but he is,
Outnumbered?
Yep, he's outnumbered. So that brings it down to 3. I have efforted 3 times for defense to remove 3 dice from Batman's pool, and Batman...
I will effort 3 times.
Okay, so just roll your dice then, that's your normal pool. Looking for 3 ups.
And that is 4 successes.
Okay, that's 4 successes, so this is a success, 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 and the strength die is a success as well?
Yes, it goes through automatically.
Okay, so I'm rolling 3 defense. I'm trying to beat 5s.
1 success.
Okay, so knock off these. That means that overall then, 2, 4, 6 stun damage. And that will indeed knock Joker out. Okay, so Joker has been knocked out, and this will allow Batman to score a card.
Batman scores the Bruce Wayne special card back to Arkham, which is to make the opponent's boss KO or remove it as a casualty.
Very good. The only last model to activate is this cop. I have Twist, Thug 1, and I'm going to activate Thug 1. He is going to move into contact with one of my own suspect markers, because this is the last time I'll be able to activate this.
In contact with one of them?
Yeah, but that'll poison him. He doesn't want to be poisoned. So I'm going to move like so. He can run through. Other models don't prevent movement. He's going to move into melee with this. And he's going to reveal this suspect marker. And I'm going to play valuable commodities. So he's going to gain a loot marker. And hopefully hold on to this to the end of the game. This is now in play. And I've drawn Harley Quinn's 3-point card again. Okay, and that's my activation over. So GCPD, your last activation?
My last activation, I will move here.
Okay.
And set down a snitch.
Sure, no problem at all. Okay, so a snitch has been put down. Nice one. And that is the end of round 4. Phase 3. So we'll go into phase 4 and see what else has been scored. Okay, so at the beginning of round, at phase 1.
3.
Yep, at phase 1 I chose Thug 1 as my diehard. So this scores, he was not taken out. And your snitch immediately scores.
And I will also score a secure the perimeter.
Okay, you're going to remove 2 suspect markers.
I'm going to remove the
snitch.
What was a snitch.
Yep.
And
which one here?
Yes, and I think I'll remove this one.
Cool. Okay, and after that then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 with my Joker fish, 5 with the rooftop building suspect markers, which will allow me to score stick to the plan, which is just have more suspect markers than your opponent in play. Okay, wow. And then I mulliganed the Harley Quinn card, and I also pulled let them in on the joke. So this is my hand going into phase, or into round 4. Okay, so I'm going to roll first of all for Joker to see if he wakes up, trying to get under 8. Oh no, Joker's knocked out! Okay, and now we're looking for
Harvey Bullock.
Okay, and now we're looking for Harvey Bullock.
Under 6.
Disgusting. Disgusting! Oh well. You're not going to hear a giggle out of me. So Bullock has been knocked out in the first round and gotten up every single time. Dear oh dear. Must try harder. So, okay. So we're going to go into round 4, phase 1. We're going to take the lead. Let's see who gets initiative. I get +4 to this because I have so little guys left. Okay, GCPD have +3. I have +4. Whoops. Let's see then. So we reroll. Yeah. Oh, I got a 1. No! And I will be playing a card on turn 1. Okay, the card I'll be playing on phase 1 is Showtime.
Which is...
Play the card near a character card. I'm going to play that on... I'm going to choose Thug 2. Because hopefully he doesn't get knocked out, basically. So I'm going to roll a D3 +2. That's a 5. So that is a D3, so that's 2 plus 2, that's 4. And that means I pull in 4 enemy suspect markers within 18 inches. So let's do that. And I have to remain in contact with them for the 4 rounds. Okay, so that's how it looks like now. Sadly, only 2 enemy suspect markers that I have to remain in contact with. And with that in play then, I draw another card and it's Bite the Dust. Okay, so it's phase 2 of round 4. Who are you going to give us destiny markers to?
I'm going to give it to GCPD Cop 1 up on top of the building.
Yep.
To Batman, to Bullock, and to the detective.
Okay, oh, so the detective then, not Merkel. Sure, no problem at all. And I will give my audacity to Thug 2, to Thug 6, and to Thug 1, because these are the only people I can give it to. Oh. Okay, so we're into phase 3, so how are you going to activate?
As I understand it, you have to keep this guy conscious and...
Yes, his model must be in base contact with those two, like one of those 2 suspect markers.
Okay, then what I think I will do is I will activate Bullock.
Sure, no problem at all.
Bullock is within 8 inches of him. Bullock is going to shoot him.
Okay, no problem at all. Let's get into the roll. Okay, so there's no cover, there's no line of sight issues, you've got your full rate of fire, which is 2, and you're trying to hit 2 ups on the normal dice and 2 up on the strength.
Indeed.
So let's see. Please roll all at once. No.
They all hit. He takes 3 blood and 3 stun.
So he's still alive, but barely. And now that counter counts down 1. Okay.
So, Bullock.
Oh, and he's going to move then, is he, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Bullock is going to move to here. And he's going to reveal this suspect marker.
Sure, no problem at all.
Which allows him to score Come For Everything.
Sure, no problem.
Reveal an enemy suspect marker.
Okay, so this gets removed then.
Because I'm still not done. This being Harvey Bullock. The thing was there, he gets to place another suspect marker in contact. I believe it ignores, but I could be wrong. Let me just read.
Very rare that it does. Okay, and because the enemy suspect markers are there, he can't place down another one.
However, I am going to use Secure the Perimeter to activate this suspect marker.
As a resource, is this?
As a resource.
Okay, and what's that do?
It allows me to make a weapon, rate of fire 1 firearm shot on this guy.
Does it not have to be within a certain range of the edge?
Within 4 inches of the suspect marker.
Oh, does it not have to be a table edge? No.
No.
Okay, no problem at all. Well, let's see how that goes. Okay, so you're rolling 2 dice here, trying to get 2 plus on both.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's 1 dead Thug 2.
Okay, and he is
dead. Okay, so Thug 2 is dead, sadly. So this is no longer relevant. I cannot score showtime now. Alright, and is that your activation over with Harvey Bullock then?
That is Bullock activation.
Big round, okay. Big turn. Okay, Thug 6 is going to do all that he can, which is basically, he's going to play a suspect marker. He's going to place that here, so that's within 4 inches of an enemy model, which means he can score, let them in on the joke. So place it within 4 inches of an enemy model. We both have to discard a card. Okay, so you've just removed Disturbance from your hand. Okay, so if you want to remove one of my cards then, see what you discard. There's a card I don't want to lose.
Doesn't look fresh.
That was probably the card I did not want to lose.
There's only so many cards left.
Well, luckily, it doesn't look fresh. Was pulled from the deck. And I get to draw another card as well. Pull up the 4. Always up the 4. And Harley Quinn's card, just clunky. I can't get rid of it. And I could, in theory, move up into melee. So, I think I will.
You put down a suspect marker?
Yeah, I have an audacity.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move down to here. Just to get in. I'm actually going to move into melee with Thug 1. There we go.
Oh, of course. Well, you can't bodyguard.
No, I cannot. Okay, and that's my activation over. Okay, so who are you going to activate then, GCPD?
I think I will activate the GCPD Detective.
Okay, so that's the guy hiding down here.
Yes. He will use his free inspire action to put down a suspect marker here.
Okay.
And then he will use an action to fire a shot. There doesn't seem to be cover at the thug with the bat.
Okay, let me just double check cover. Okay, so it is out of effective range, but there is no cover and it's not out of line of sight. So that's 3 dice then, and you're going for 2 or 3 ups. And you get you get 2 successes.
And I will convert that to a non-lethal shot.
Okay, no problem at all. So that is 4 stun overall, knocking out Thug 6. At all. Okay, so Thug 6 is knocked out. Very sad. Bit of a bloodbath here. Alright, so I'm going to activate now. I'm going to activate the only model that I have. It's Thug 1. He's going to move 10 inches like so. He basically sees Batman pounding on the Joker. So his buddy just gets shot in the back. Actually, he's not going to run that far because he doesn't want to run in to range of my own deployment zone. So he's simply going to run there and he's going to put down a Joker fish with his final action. And that will put It Doesn't Look Fresh into play. So what that means is that is the last activation that I have. So
where are the valuable commodities?
They're on Thug 1.
Which one's Thug 1? Oh, the guy that tried to run away.
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. Okay, so we're into the GCPD activation. Who are you going to activate now?
And if I understand it, if he's unconscious, he can't score that.
Yeah, let me just double check and get back. So if Thug 1 is knocked out, then yeah, I will not score valuable commodities.
Okay. So I think then what I will do first of all is you're out of activations. I believe.
I'm completely out of activations.
Okay, I'm going to activate GCPD Cop 1.
Sure.
Who is going to place down a snitch marker here.
Sure, that's no problem at all.
And do nothing else.
Okay.
And that's snitch in play. I will draw a card. So
okay.
For my next activation, I will use Merkel.
Sure.
Who will move here.
Okay.
Use his inspired action from Batman.
Sure.
To remove a suspect marker.
Okay. Sir.
Allowing me to score a comb for everything.
Okay, that's no problem at all. And that will allow me to score a card as well. Okay, so I'm going to score So Long It's Been a Gas. So when an enemy model reveals one of your suspect markers, the opponent must choose one of their models and I get to place an enemy suspect marker in contact with that model. So which model do you wish to choose for me to put a suspect marker beside?
I will choose Merkel.
Okay, Merkel will get a suspect marker then. And innervating. Okay, so Merkel's gained the innervating 2 and suspect marker. And who are you going to activate next? I think it's just Batman left, right?
It's just Batman left. I think in this case there are other things I could do, but it is best to deny you your valuable commodities.
Okay, sure.
So Batman has a 16-inch movement with a bat claw.
Okay.
He's going to swoop all the way over here.
Oh no.
And he is going to attack.
Sure. Right, let's work out the dice pool then. We'll come right back. Okay, so Batman is attacking Thug 1. My defense is 3. Batman's attack is 5. I will not be efforting defense because I can't, because Batman is sneaky like a ninja. Thanks to all that training in Japan. Will you be efforting your attack?
I will be efforting with 2 effort because it's all I have left to spend.
Okay, so that's 7 attack dice and a strength die. You're looking for 3 ups on the whites and 3 ups on the blue. Yeah.
That is
a lot of hits. So let's see. So that is a hit then. That's a hit. This is a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. Oh no, that's a hit. It's not looking good.
Can he roll enough to actually survive?
Well, let's see what happens. So I'm going to roll for my defense. I'm trying to be 5s. I beat 1. So I suffer 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 stun damage. Unfortunately, Thug 1 is knocked out and drops the loot. Okay, so I am knocked out and the loot marker is now on the ground, meaning I can't score valuable commodities. And is that everything Batman's going to do, or is he going to do anything else?
That is all Batman can do.
And is that the last activation?
That's the last activation.
Okay, well let's go into phase 4 then and see if there's any further cards that we score. Okay, so I did have It Doesn't Look Fresh, so the Joker Fish was never removed, which gives me another 2, and the GCPD had a Snitch.
I score Snitch.
Okay, and Valuable Commodity sadly does not score because I lost it at the last moment.
And I score Secure the Perimeter.
Okay, so in phase 4 you're going to take a Secure the Perimeter, you remove 2 suspect markers, so that's 1 there, and that's 1 there. That's no problem at all. I will get the score stick to the plan, because I have more suspect markers than GCPD. By the end, I have more suspect markers than models, actually. I don't have a lot of models left. So let's tally up the scores. It's not looking too good for Joker, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Let's see who wins. Okay, so let's count up the final results. GCPD's on the left and Joker's on the right here. So if you want to give them a count then, we'll see who won.
2, 5, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19, 22, 24,
Yep.
27, 30,
Oof.
33, 36, 38, 41, 45.
Okay, so...
Oh, sorry, not 45. 43.
43. Okay, so straight to the moon with the Joker. So let me see, or with the GCPD. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 34. So actually a pretty clear difference there. It's not even close. So
it's all those 3 scores in
yeah,
Batman Day.
yeah. I think I had a pretty rough round, or a pretty rough game. Deadshot, I don't think was worth the loss of the extra activations. He managed to take a few out of GCPD, but I don't know if that was enough. And maybe I was a little bit too aggressive with Harley. I got a little bit too confident with her, I think, at the beginning.
It happens.
I think if I had have left her off to the very end and simply used her at the very beginning to score against the Snitch as my last activation.
Stop that Snitch.
Yeah, I probably could have gotten away with that, but as it was, unfortunately, I wasn't able to prevent it, and I got knocked out. And then just from there, it was just people climbing up through sewers and getting knocked out by Batman.
Yeah. I think I was able to clean Harley out a lot more quickly this time around.
Yeah, I think you actually, well, you actually did beat her up, whereas in the last one, I think she really did do a bit of a number on you.
Yeah.
So once again, another great game. Hoping to have more out soon. Got Two-Face getting prepared, so whether or not that's going to be a GCPD versus Two-Face or Joker versus Two-Face remains to be seen. Hopefully get some more terrain as well and some equipment for stabilizing the footage, and hope to get more games out. So have a good night, everyone. Thanks.